I top forward at the ARG 1K in a day, which was really good, in my opinion, I think. And then got 41st place in the main event and went X3. Would have top 32 if it wasn't my tiebreaker screwing me over. So I was playing something unique. It was Infernoids. Well, I mean, it's not really unique to this group, but I mean, that's what they're all playing. So I have a bit. The monster count's pretty high. 17 Infernoids, I think. I dropped it from 18 to 17 just because I kept drawing way too many in my opening hand. So one Anansu, was debating playing 2 just because Tower Turbo was supposed to be a huge threat, and if I didn't see this card, pretty much lost to Tower. So that's a Tower out. 2 Deviani. It's Heavy Storm and Monster Effect Negation. Hands down one of the best Infernoids for the deck. 3 Atondal. It's BLS. Half of BLS, it attacks twice. It's also DD Crow. It's really good. 3 Seismus is the other half of BLS, the banish part. Attack monster, banish a card at the end phase. Doesn't target, so they have no response, and then you banish just 1 card, and then they just get screwed over because they forget that it doesn't target. And it's just too good. Personally, my favorite, probably the best one. 3 of Petrula, or the level 4. It's a spell trap destruction. You lose the back row like floodgates, specifically Iron Wall and things. So if you have this one already on the board and they flip it, you can destroy it. Or if they have something that's like 2 back row and you have this in hand, you can summon it and start poking away at the back row so you can make big pushes. So really good at 3. 2 Harmonic. It's really good. It's really good against heroes specifically, but I wasn't expecting to play too many of them. I played 1 the entire day, and I only played 2 just because I don't know. If I have it, I never summon it. Like, I never have the need to. There's always something better, like one of these that are just, you know, huge beaters. This guy's really small. He's 16. If you pop a monster, he can't attack. So it's like, I don't know. I really don't think it's worth the $25 or $30 price tag that he's at, but he's good in some matchups. 2 Antra, used to be one of my favorites for a while. I used to play it at 3. It bounces face-up cards, which can be good problem cards. Like if they have a macro up and you need to do a reasoning, you can bounce it, so it's pretty good. 1 Pure Mias. It's a Night Beam, essentially. They can't chain the card that you target with it. So you basically banish, like if they got 1 back row, special it, no response, then you target their face down. It can be a monster as well, so if they have like a face down Shadal, it can go back to the deck and it doesn't flip, which is really good. And for the normal summonables, I have a pretty low count. 2 Lumina and 2 Raiden. This is probably, I probably should have played 1 Raiden, to be honest, and 1 Lila, the spell trap destruction in the main, just because he's very underwhelming. He only mills 2. I mean, that's pretty good, like instant, like an instant mill to get some Infernoids in the grave. But I mean, just a lot of the mills with him today were pretty bad, and I don't know. Really felt like I should drop him. That was all for the monsters. I think it's 22 monsters total. We'll go on to spells. Spell count is decent, I guess. Triple Reasoning. If you don't play that, you lose. Like second best. I'm gonna say it's the second best card in this deck, like hands down. Like, now this is where a lot of people disagree, or people disagree with me. I'm playing 3 Voids here. This card was really good. Since Torrential was at 2, bottomless, I was just fearing the back row as well as just, you know, Regeki's Dark Holes. And I wanted to see it engraved, and if I drew into it, it wasn't bad. Like, ensure that my Devi Audi would go off and nuke their back row, because they're probably not going to try to waste 2 Fiendish Chains. Like, even if they did waste a Fiendish Chain, it would make it unaffected, and it would then resolve at the end of the chain and blow up all their back row. So it was really good at 3. It was MVP of the day. It actually won me several games, especially against tellers. 2 Charge a Light Brigade, because Lightsworns and milling 3 and searching, pretty good. 2 Rhoda, card's trash. I'd drop it to 1. It's meh. 2 Galaxy Cyclone. I think I used the Grave effect maybe once or twice this weekend. Wasn't that super. Probably dropped this to 1 as well. And probably main an MST or something. Or maybe not even that, maybe just play one Galaxy. Tech that I was playing, and actually someone else was playing, and in their Infernoid was 2 drag downs. This best card this weekend, like, not even gonna joke, like, disrupting so many like plays on turn 1 is just ridiculous. And then I think twice I top decked a Reasoning off it and just went off like complete blowout. Let me OTK Necros, because I had, you know, perfect grave setup. They had like a full board, and with a Valk in hand, just did that, took their Valk away, and proceeded to Anunsu and then Ancient Sacred Wyvern. Like, stupid good in this deck.
Would you raise it to 3 if you're taking out the other stuff?
Yeah, I would definitely put this at 3. Like, no joke. Take out the one of these for another one of those. It was stupid good. Took out against a Ritual Beast player. I took out their Elder when they had an Elder Kanahawk in hand. It was just too good. For the one of Monster Gate, of course, Rigeki and Burial. That's a pretty standard, except for those, which
soon to be standard.
Oh, that's got to be standard from now on. Like, oh my god, that was too good. Way
What's
too
the
good.
other Infernoid player part of the Facebook group?
I don't know actually. I faced an Infernoid and had a mirror match. I didn't do too well with that because he top deck Reasoning several times. So it was like
soon to be available. That's a YouTube feature match.
Oh god. But you can. He just ripped the Reasoning. It was just like, okay, flip your deck upside down and play Yu-Gi-Oh. But he also played Drag Downs, and he said he played 2, and he was going to bump it to 3 as well because it was really good. I only played 2 traps, and that was main decking 2 Royal Decree. I can't tell you how many games this won me today, because they're not expecting it. They're not expecting back row to begin with the Infernoids anyway. So if it was tellers and they go Tsukiyomi, set 3, go, after you went first and you just flip that, they pretty much, they scoop it up and they're ready to go to game 2. Like, oh my gosh, this was stupid. So that was the main deck. That was 40 cards. Really good stuff. Drag Down and Void Seer were the best cards this weekend, hands down. We'll do the extra deck. I only went into like several cards. I never made any of the XC monsters. I only made like 3 of my synchros. But played 1 Felgran, 1 Dracosac, 1 Big Eye, 1 Pearl. Terrible. I'm going to take that out, like, for real. Castell, Emerald, 101, Dweller. That's all the XCs. Thought they were all kind of relevant, especially a Dweller for Necros if I ever had the chance to make it. Synchros, Star Eater, because you can make it out to towers if you don't have an Unsu. Scrap Archfiend. It's okay, I guess, as a vanilla. I mean, I hate playing vanillas so much, but OTKs are real with this deck, so kind of need it for right now until we get the next support. Michael made it several times today and yesterday. It was just probably the best XE, or the best synchro. Made Clearwing once this weekend. which was actually really good. I made this with a Deviati on board and a Royal Decree, and it was just like, what are you gonna do? Seriously. One Ancient Sacred Wyvern. This card is Bay, like just OTKs for days. Swing with an Unsu for 3k, and then this becomes 51 for game. So it's like, why not?
And you only summoned it once.
Yeah, I summoned it once. It was against Necros and killed him. And then 2 Black Rose. It's just board clearing against Necros is really good because they have really bad recovery, depending on like what's in their hand. Like if they, especially with the ARG format, they have to extinguish a lot of resources to summon their stuff because they only have one. They have one Unicorn this weekend, which that slowed down things a good bit. And if you could board clear them, then they had a hard time coming back from it. And usually by then I can set up a lot and kill them next turn. And it's so easy to make this with the Light Sworns. Like, it is just too easy. And that is the extra deck. Let's see, side deck. My side deck was really poor. I think I sided in 1, 2, 3, 4. I've sided in 5 cards every game, and it was the same 5. I think every single game is the same 5 cards. I sided 1 in Unsu. I was really afraid of Tower Turbos, and if I didn't see this card, it's a hard time to play. And so I sided this in case it was Tower Turbo and just took out reinforcements for it. And didn't face one Klee player the entire event. I was a little upset about that because I really wanted to play Tower against it. 1 Genzo. This was clutch, several games. Allowed me to heavy storm and watch the salt flow from my opponent's tears. 2 Spell Canceller because Necros. You summon that off of reasoning. If they're stupid and they call 4 and you hit this, then they pretty much lose instantly. T-King, it's for Necros. If they call 4 and it goes to grave, oh well. But if you draw it, whew, sometimes they actually are smart and they call for 5 and then you hit T-King. Which actually happened against one of the Necros players, which was really funny. 1 Lila, spell trap removal, searchable. Thought I'd side it. Didn't really feel like it needed to be mained with the Royal Decrees. Okay, so this card, I saw it in an OCG deck list because heroes were a thing, or are a thing in Japan still. And with Stratos at 1, I knew I'd face a couple heroes and I lose the Dark Law. So if I was like, if I could side something really funny for it, I would do it. So I sided a Kinetic Soldier.
It's too good.
I never sided it.
He got that card from me.
But it was, I never sided it. Even if I did play against a hero once, and I didn't side it because, I don't know, just really didn't feel like I needed to. I mean, it wasn't like Dark Law Turbo. He would summon other things instead of Dark Law turn 1. Even though Dark Law turn 1's usually the best play, but I should have probably sided against him. Might have done better. But one of those for heroes if I was having a problem with him. Triple MST, because Iron Wall is, sucks. And thankfully I did not see Iron Wall all day. Or all weekend.
Which that was the same for our locals.
Yeah, Iron Wall all over locals. 1 Twister for Cleese.
That pretty Astral Pack Super.
Oh yeah. I ran out of sleeves, so I would have to take things out for depending on what I was having to play. But 2 Fairy Wind, Klee hate, in back Iron Wall hate. 1 Mistake because Klee Necros, and 1 Phantom Knights of Shadow Veil. Never sided it in. It's good in theory if they have Iron Wall and you need to block for a while. So infinite blocks for forever, just until you draw an out.
Which
Which is really
it doesn't get banished, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't get banished, so I have an infinite block unless they're smart and they attack and I special and it goes into replay and then they make a rank forward of
yeah,
put it back in the deck or something. But oh man, that was good in theory, but I never sided it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's 15 for the side deck.
Any last thoughts for YouTube and your Infernoid group?
Lights ones are terrible. I can't wait to get rid of them. They're only good right now because it makes the deck a little consistent. But I can't wait for the next set. And I think I was sitting next to Hoban, and Hoban actually said he's considering playing Infernoid, so that was nice.
How long do you think it's going to take him to figure out drag down?
It won't take them long. They're smart. But yeah, drag down and voids here were too good. Put them both at 3. Just too strong. All right, fam, I'm out.